Hi everyone, this is Sarah from Dream Chaser Gym. Coming to do your full moon spread for the water signs Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So, the first card for your overall energy is Grief, Lantern Fairy in the reverse, Sea Beacon Fairies, the Journey, and then you have Communication is Key, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. New moon in Gemini, and then full moon in Capricorn. Alright, so with this first card, this is your overall energy for this full moon. And this card represents grief is love that has nowhere to go. It's important for you to take time to properly grieve a loss, no matter what kind it is, relationship, friendship, job. You have to properly grieve this during this full moon, and then you'll be able to find the joy in life. So your overall outcome is really grieve what's gone and find the joy in life. And this will bring you abundance, and it'll motivate you. And with the Lantern Fairy card in the reverse, I asked what you needed to let go of during this full moon. Water signs. Maybe you have a stubborn way of thinking. It's time to let that go, because that can be changed. Your old shielding against certain energies need to be reworked and replaced, and let go of that worry that that energy is going to get to you. And let go and avoid all that comes from anger, hatred, judgment, and blame during this full moon. Because you'll have insight on what you need to let go. And then you'll see the beauty instead of the chaos. With this Sea Beacon Fairy, I asked what challenges could come up during this full moon. And it's really just guidance. The challenges are, you have to choose whether the direction you're on right now is the one for you at this time. And think about where it's going to lead you. Ask for guidance if you need to overcome this challenge. Just ask the universe for guidance to overcome this choice and direction you are needing to make with this full moon. Because you're trying to discover maybe what you love. You're trying to heal, and it's going to lead you to joy. Alright, this next card, the Journey card, I asked what you needed to work on as a collective, water signs, for this full moon, and you have the Journey. So what you need to work on is you need to work on rising to get where you wish to go in this process and journey. Be patient with yourself. There is a season for everything, so maybe you're just needing to work on what could trigger you, what could come up in this journey, but it's asking you to be patient. because this might not be your season, but maybe it is. There's always a season for everything. Um, Maybe you need to start working with the moon cycles, um, the cycles in life, the season, the moon, the sun. Maybe that'll do you some good. Because this journey, like I said, is a process. It'll give you direction, and you'll transform into what you need to be. And then the communication is key, and in a tough cycle approaches, I asked what you could do to raise your vibrations. Communicate is one thing that you can do to raise your vibrations. Tell somebody how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not your heart. At this time, it'll raise you up if you get into your heart a little bit. Maybe you need to admit that you've been overly hard-headed, and you need to find a balance between your personal and private life, and stop fearing the worst. Once you come into balance and stop fearing the worst, this will raise your vibrations, give you power, and nourishing yourself. Alright, so I pulled some cards for the end of the spread. I asked the animal guide deck what animals you might need at this time. So you have the giraffe guide, and this card says it is not enough to see what is ahead, but you have to move forward to it as well. And then you have the bear guide. Do not be controlled or operated out of fear. Step into your power and set strong, clear boundaries. Get back to the basics and build a solid foundation. And then you have the iguana. You have the uncanny ability to feel a lie or the truth due to past losses. This survival instinct should be trusted, but being aware doesn't mean you should worry. Relax and follow your gut. And then you have from my funny affirmation deck, this one says, the truth fucking sucks and life is full of disappointments sometimes. Your world can always be shattered by uncovering a big steaming pile of shit you would have rather left unfucked with, but don't let this shit stick to you. Sorry. Nobody goes through life without it. If it won't matter in 5 years, then fuck it. Grab a stick, swipe that shit off, then turn into the fertilizer, you bad bitch. Spread some fucking love. Spread the love on thick and help people appreciate the good in their life. Like you. You're a fucking delight. You have exhale the bullshit. Time to fucking meditate, because that shit doesn't wander. Get into the lotus position. Take some deep breaths into your diaphragm and repeat after me. Inhale, that's what it says. I'm the baddest motherfucker in existence. Exhale, fuck all that other bullshit. I am optimistic as fuck. There's always tomorrow. Live every day like you're going to find a pot of gold by the end of it. The truth is, life is too short to be dragged down by negativity. Every day is a gift because you never know what tomorrow holds. Alright, thanks, water signs.